Hi everyone, I'm Taouk from Think Consulting and Coaching. So through this week's video series we're going to be looking at brands that are successful, and the brands that I've recognized as some of my favorite brands are the likes of Apple, Google, IKEA, Virgin Atlantic, Zara. And so what we're going to be looking at are what makes these brands unique and what makes these brands different in relation to their competitors, because it's very easy just to be able to duplicate a product or service and try to think that you can be the same as Apple or Google or Facebook, whoever these incredible brands are. However, there's a number of things that lie behind these brands, particularly in relation to the culture of the brands that are not easily replicated. So some of the elements that I recognize that are that lie across all of these different brands are they have key entrepreneurial figures who lie behind them. They've got incredible teams working globally for them around the clock, innovating, inspiring, driving change, implementing new programs, new ideas, new invention. A lot of open source ideas, and people are nourishing and flourishing ideas across these companies. The other major thing that I spoke briefly about before was about brand culture. It's very easy to replicate a product or service, but to be able to replicate the brand culture and the people who lie behind it, and what are those what are the rituals of the brand, and how are these teams being engaged, and whatever the culture might be of the business, this is unique to that individual business, and again very difficult to replicate. One of the other elements that I recognize across these brands is nothing fails like success, and something that Robin Sharma has brought up a number of times in his Greatness Guide. And to say that these companies are brands that I recognize, although they're incredibly successful, they don't rest on their laurels and they don't sit and wait for something big to happen. They're out there making that big thing happen. They're constantly being innovative. They don't just sit on their success and their profitability and sit still. They're constantly innovating and they're constantly changing. The other element that I recognize in all of these brands is that they have a clear and focused product or service. So they're not trying to be everything to everyone. They're not trying to offer 8,000 billion different services. They're really refined and focused in the product or services that they offer. So I would love you to take part in this video series and offer your insights into these brands through your newsfeed. So as I said, the brands that we're going to be looking at are Apple, Virgin Atlantic, Facebook, Google, IKEA, and my favorite, Zara. So I'll check in with you tomorrow for the next stage of this.